it's going to be a huge help to a lot of small businesses.
Yeah, we do hear a lot about how this AI agent was so incredibly wrong on this key piece. It really is important to recognize that that's what hits the media. They interact with ChatGPT relatively frequently. Anytime that I say, how do I do this? And it'll say something, I'll say, great. Can you link what you're pulling that from? So recognizing that, yes, full disclosure, we're using an AI agent. It's to get you that 80-90% of the information that you need. There might be 5 or 10% that just is outdated or it isn't completely accurate. But we really don't hear, it doesn't make it to the news every time I ask ChatGPT what time the film is playing, or hey, I need instructions for how to set this up, because it worked and it wasn't egregiously wrong.
And I think AI, especially right now, is a lot of AI on the internal side is super useful. Just using it to speed up that internal communication and things like that. And maybe that's one of the things that we'll touch on at a future topic. But I think it's super effective for doing a lot of that stuff and just learning how to use that productivity boost internally. It doesn't have to be client facing at first.
Yeah.
And then as this gets better and you get more comfortable with it and feels like, I can rely on, 80 to 90% pretty good. If it's hitting 95, something like that, humans make mistakes too. So as these get better and better and better, when does it reach that threshold where that error rate is pretty negligible? And maybe it does mess up every once in a while. And that's why we keep saying, you can't trust everything the AI model says. But it's one of those things where it will probably get good enough to the point where it just makes a lot of sense.